How's it going? Yeah, 2 more drinks to try today. Been pretty consistent with this, but should be good ones to try out today. They look good. Went for the orange color scheme, although only one of them's orange. So we've got Tropical Peach, Starbucks Iced Energy, and Sanpellegrino Ciao Blood Orange. So I think I'll start with the Sanpellegrino one. Should be a little bit less intense than the Starbucks one. All right, for these things, I do my little presentation of each one, and then I'll check the comments and see if anyone said anything after that. Anyways, take a look at this Sanpellegrino Ciao Blood Orange Sparkling Water. It says with real fruit juices. I like orange, so this is a cool color scheme. I mean, I like orange the color, I should say. Anyways, contains 5% juice, 10 calories, 40 milligrams of sodium, 2 total carbohydrates. Of that, we've got 1 gram of total sugars. I should have cut my fingernails. Oh well, they're a little bit long. Didn't even think about it. Anyways, carbonated water, blood orange juice concentrate, orange juice concentrate, lemon juice concentrate, natural flavors, Sicilian salt specifically, and then orange extract and lemon juice. So that all looks like good, simple ingredients. It says product of Italy, but it's distributed by Nestle USA in Arlington, VA. Yeah, 11.15 fluid ounce. So I'm just going to show it up close and rehash all of what I just said. It's a live stream, so you never know if someone missed something. I think it's good. Yeah, Sanpellegrino Ciao Blood Orange. 11.15 fluid ounce, 330 milliliters. So clearly they're focusing more on the milliliter count than the ounce account, because that's a little of an odd number. Contains 5% juice, 10 calories, 40 milligrams of sodium, and then 1 gram of total sugars, with 2 grams of total carbohydrates. And we've got, sorry, it's hard to hold it steady here, up close like that. Ingredients: carbonated water, blood orange juice concentrate, orange juice concentrate, lemon juice concentrate, natural flavor, Sicilian salt, orange extract, and lemon juice. So very simple ingredients. Looks good. I like that. Then it's, again, produced in Italy and then also distributed by Nestle USA in Arlington, VA. Other than that, I don't think there's any marketing material on here. Nope. Cool. Let's pop this open and try it out. It makes a loud noise. I don't want to have that pop in my microphone. Speaking of microphones, there we go. There it is. Got a bit of a lemony yellow look to it. I prefer natural coloring by far to anything that adds, especially the food dyes, but in general, just natural color to me makes sense a lot of the time, especially if it's in a can. It's not like you're going to see it, most likely, unless you pour it into a glass. So Anyways, that's what it looks like. Do it. Zoom in again. Looks good. You can see the carbonation. Very nice. Let's do a smell test. Yeah, I'm picking up the orange. I see that my internet's causing problems. Well, nothing I can do about it. Anyways, smells pretty good. Looks good. Again, this is the Sanpellegrino Ciao Blood Orange Sparkling Water. Let's try it out. Obviously, with very minimal sweetness to it. You know, it's a little bit sour, very slightly bitter, but you do have that orange flavor, which is this flavoring, this amount of flavor is a fair amount more than all of those sparkling waters that have just a flavoring component in them and not any type of juice. So that's nice. Yeah, I do taste some orange. Although I would say it goes more in the direction of lemon to me rather than orange. It's pretty nice. I mean, orange as a flavor is tough to do when it's diluted like this because if you've ever had basically very diluted orange juice, that's what this reminds me of. I did have the lime one recently, and that was really good. This one's decent, although I think I prefer the lime one to this orange one. Yeah. There is some carbonation, but it's very minimal carbonation. Let's try from the can here. Yeah, I didn't really notice any or much of a difference between drinking from the can versus pouring it into a glass. Obviously, you lose some of the carbonation, but I think it'd be fine drinking it from a glass with some ice. It will further water it down, which, you know, that is what it is, but it'd be pretty refreshing, I think. This could be a good addition to other drinks. Just add a little bit of carbonation, some additional flavor. I definitely have the aftertaste of orange in my mouth. I'm not really sure what blood orange specifically would taste like compared to regular orange juice, but both of them are in here. And then there is the lemon juice as well as orange extract and then lemon juice concentrate. Yeah. Overall, I think it's pretty nice. I do prefer the lime one to this one so far. And I have one more flavor that I can try in the future. But yeah, it's pretty good. So you're getting basically a watered down orange juice flavor with some sparkling water added to it, type of thing. It's nice ingredients. I do think this has more flavor than all of those sparkling waters like LaCroix. I don't know what other ones are there, but basically those ones I would prefer. I'd much prefer this to those ones because those have a lot more bitterness to them, and they're just like the essence of a thing rather than this actually tastes like the thing, right? So this is nice. Yeah. Anyways, that was the San Pellegrino Ciao Blood Orange Sparkling Water. All right. Turn off emote mode for a second. Any comments, questions? Nothing? No? Okay. Well, I will move to the next drink then. Put that back on. Which I wish that YouTube had an emote mode, but it doesn't. Anyways, next up, Starbucks Tropical Peach Iced Energy. 160 milligrams caffeine for the can. 12 fluid ounce, 355 milliliters. Look at the nutrition facts. Contains 0% juice. 5 calories. 35 milligrams of sodium. And then 0 for everything else. Does have niacin, B6, and pantothenic acid. All at the 100% of your daily value of various amounts. And then for the ingredients, we've got carbonated water, natural flavors, citric acid, green coffee bean extract, malic acid, sodium benzoate for preservative, potassium sorbate for preservative, sucralose, which is a low-calorie sweetener, sugar alternative. It also has acephane potassium, which is also one of those. Do your research on that stuff so you know what you're drinking. And the vitamins, beta carotene for color, potassium chloride, salt. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So considering this is Starbucks, I'll talk about it in a little bit. It says less than, or no, greater than or equal to 75 milligrams of caffeine. That doesn't make sense. What does that mean? Oh, it's a little asterisk. So it's like a claim that they make on this. Okay. Anyways. Just gonna show this up close. Just gonna see for yourself. Tropical Peach. There's the Starbucks logo. 160 milligrams caffeine, 12 fluid ounces, 355 milliliters. So with the caffeine amount, that is quite a bit. About double what a coffee would be of this size, I think. Approximately. Maybe not quite double, but that is quite a bit of caffeine. But I mean, there's definitely energy drinks that have a lot more than that. So, nutrition facts. Oops. Trying to hold it steady. Contains 0% juice, 5 calories, 35 milligrams of sodium. And then we've got a few vitamins, minerals, or whatever they are. Niacin, B6, and pantothenic acid. And for the ingredients, carbonated water, natural flavors, citric acid, green coffee bean extract, malic acid, sodium benzoate, potassium sorbate, sucralose, panic ginseng extract, acephane potassium. The vitamins, there is beta carotene for color, and then salt. So things to take note of here is the sugar alternative low-calorie sweeteners, sucralose, and acephane potassium. Sorry. Do your research on those and understand what you're drinking. Because there is some mixed research on that stuff. And on the can here, it says some sort of medical claim or something. about the caffeine in here. I think it's related to this, probably. Juicy flavors of peach with a hint of tropical fruit. I think that's about it for what's on the can. Let's open this up. It's probably good. There it is. So the beta carotene for color, it does give it a yellow look to it. You can see the carbonation. Seems fine. Nothing too crazy. Definitely got some frothiness to the drink. Yeah. See what it smells like. Has some sort of smell. I'm not even sure. I don't know if it smells like any sort of fruit, really. I wouldn't say I wouldn't say that it smells great, but it smells like something. Whatever it smells like, I'm not sure. Yeah. Anyways, with the ingredients before I even try this, I feel like Starbucks could do better because there's some preservatives in here. Sucralose and aspartame potassium are some of the more common and older sugar alternatives. I feel like they could consider using stevia and monk fruit or something like that instead. But yeah, considering Starbucks stuff tends to be more expensive, you would think they would use things and not have preservatives as much and all that. But anyways, again, this is the tropical peach Starbucks iced energy. Let's try it out. Yeah, it's got a fruit-esque type flavor. The aftertaste is not amazing. Oh, and it also does not have any actual juice in it. So generally, drinks that are a little higher end, ones that would probably cost more. Again, like you'd think Starbucks, they tend to be a little bit more expensive than other stuff. You'd think to put some actual juice in here, but sadly not the case. So yeah, I'm definitely getting a peach flavor to it. So that's fitting with the title. Then they call it tropical. So it's tropical peach. A hint of tropical fruit. I wouldn't say that it's bad tasting. It's fine. I do get what they say it's supposed to taste like. It does have a little bit of that additional tropical fruit type flavor on the back end with the peach flavor. It seems fine. The carbonation went away pretty quick after pouring it out. I mean, it was still there, but just pretty minimal. There's a slight, slight tanginess to it. You have that peach flavor, and then I mean the tanginess kind of fits with the tropical fruit type stuff. The tanginess is probably coming from the citric acid and the malic acid, but they aren't very prominent. It does have a few vitamins in here. The aftertaste isn't great. I'm tasting something afterwards. Not sure what it is. I think it's fine. It's just that my expectation for something from Starbucks is pretty high. So I would expect a little bit more from them, considering they do tend to try to have that premium price. So if you can get it for, a reasonable price, I think it's worth at least checking out and seeing if you like the flavor profile of it. The carbonation is pretty minimal. 160 milligrams of caffeine is quite a bit. So it's about, like I said, about double what a coffee would be for this size. So if you want a lot of caffeine, you want like a fruit flavor instead of a coffee flavor from them, then it's at least worth checking out. Yeah. Anyways, that was the Tropical Peach Starbucks Iced Energy. All right. So that's that. If you're watching on Amazon or YouTube, feel free to follow those respective platforms so that I have a little better chance of making this viable. Anyways, I'm going to sign out and see you around in the future, hopefully. So there's that. And YouTube.